thriller in the first matchup against the Patriots. Can New England do it again? Find out next.
Fall is in. The opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
A lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Now the rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week: 23 carries, 73 yards. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taking. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Jones throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Checking this down to Stevenson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Throwing Jones. He finds Matthews. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Off play action. Jones under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. Running left is Stevenson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie cornerback.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
On 1st down, Harrison. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Dolphins had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
Back to throw again. That's complete. It's Okwuegbunam. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards. First down, Miami.
And now the first run for Devon Achane. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Harrison eluding the pressure right. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again. Harrison. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at them. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Now early on, you know, Charles, every game.
All division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. Jones. To the sideline and incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he's going to be out of... midfield. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Achane on 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Achane here. They stay on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, Harrison. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So 3rd down now. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
At the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And the Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11. At the 41-yard
back to throw. Jones. That was short one to Gesicki. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
But what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. And this drive will begin with a run from A-Chain. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Running left, it's A-Chain. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Off the play fake. Harrison. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. DJ Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They set up the screen to A-Chain. And he's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, That's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy this first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Third down, here's H.A. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. On the return is Jones. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Jones throwing on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And Matthews makes the ground. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Pats will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. Open target. Here's Matthews. Touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This time they stay on the ground. Gets around him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on first down, Harrison. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Third quarter begins with a run from Achane. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 58 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Harrison. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
25 yards that time. They'll look to throw again. It's Hill, complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. They run for it. Achane. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Waddle, the motion man, right. On 1st and 10, Harrison. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats are going to get it back here just past the 35. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. To throw, Jones. He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Jones now gonna throw on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
So now here come the Dolphins. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up cocking the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
Now a play fake here on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
To throw on 3rd down. Harrison. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 47 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Patriots to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones to the right side. He's got Parker. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster, 47 yards. And the Patriots look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here. Operating from the gun. Harrison, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Looking to throw. Harrison. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and a mile. They're going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football. Addictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to take another shot here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Pats at the line ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Stevenson. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Dolphins now down by 12. 2:25 remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2, Harrison buying time to his left. He's got it complete to Waddle, and he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to put
all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jam's 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The run there on 1st down gets them a yard to the 26. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jones to throw. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
2nd and 11. The Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And they will take a knee here.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won, and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants. So the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
So this will wind up a victory.